Good afternoon, everybody. Getting started a little bit early. I said in the chat today in Discord that we were going to be starting at 3 o'clock, but it's 2:30 here on October 6th, 2025, man, and we're feeling good here in the Builds A350, the Delta paint, guys. It feels so good to be back. A little bit of a hiatus. It's been, I don't know when the last time I streamed was, a week or two ago. At this point, obviously, but it's been sporadic through this point just because of my studies for my AFOQT that I have coming up. So we've got a lot of things kind of going on around here, but the test is tomorrow. My tutor kind of advised me to take today easy. I'm definitely not taking today off. We're going to be doing some work while we're in cruise and everything like that, but in the spirit of taking it easy a little bit, we're going to stream today, and then I'll stream after the test tomorrow, and then all the way up through Thursday until and maybe even probably not Friday, maybe a little bit Friday, we'll see, but we should have a pretty full week of streaming ahead of us, and we should be back to a pretty regular schedule, guys. So super duper excited. Version 1.1.6 of the AnyBuilds A350 today. We do have a HUD. Oh, is it? Yes, it is working. Okay, so we will use the HUD today for sure. We got that bad boy up and running. We're parked at gate Sierra 12 today. We are flying on over to Detroit. This is a real-world Delta operation. We've got Delta 158 Heavy. We're going to be on the way over, cruising 41,000 feet. 3.5 hours on the way over, so going to be a little bit of a longer flight. Let's go ahead and get some batteries turned on here, and some external powers as well. And we can get the navs on. Crew supply, where's the ground control, can come on here. Strobes off, beacon navs are on auto. Those are all good lights there. On arm as well for all that. So all those are good. Definitely a loud airplane here. We got a lot of good sounds on this bad boy. This looks like this changed a little bit or something. My default view, so we'll go ahead and reset that to that right there. Yeah, let's make sure that we are all good to go in here as well. Let's take options. Third party, we don't need Hoppy for now. Let's go ahead and update the nav data. Let's see if we need to do that. Oh, it is updating, okay. So Navigraph should be good to go. Hoppy we don't need. That's fine. SimBrief ID's on. Okay, great. So we are all good to go there. That's going to update for us for a little bit, and then we'll be kind of good to go there. We'll get the load sheet going. Let's go with the SimBrief import. And let's go ahead with GSX. We can request some boarding from them. Delta if possible, but I guess not. SkyWest is close enough to Delta. So we'll see as they pull up the jet bridge here. SkyWest boys got their hands cut out. They got their work cut out for them here. We got a loading up a 350 instead of the CRJ. Yeah, beautiful looking aircraft though, man. This thing is always so good looking. Oh yeah, look at that right there, dude. Holy smokes. That is a good looking bird right there, man. Cargo doors are all opening up and everything. We'll go ahead and attach the tug now. No, thank you. Let's take a look at the... Let's also request fuel, by the way. What do we need for this flight? Out of Seattle, we are going to need min takeoff fuel 55.7. The block fuel 57. So let's take a look at how much fuel we do have. We have 26.5 on board. Let's try requesting fueling. This has not been working very well for us lately. Let's also open up VATSIM and see if we can get any controllers online. Or if there are any controllers online. And I just want to take a look at the maintenance page as well and see how we're doing here with everything. We've got good hydraulics, good oil. APU is looking good, and we've got the brakes and tires are all looking good as well. Batteries look good. Everything is looking good for us here. So we'll go back to the flight ops And let's see, where should we be here? Ground. That's fine. GPU supplying power. The load sheet, we are boarding. Should be anyways. Soon. Cargo's getting on. And we're bringing 324 packs with us. There's that guy. He's the only guy boarded so far. What does this say? Okay. No ATC right now. We might stay offline for now and then kind of go from there. So OFP is there, takeoff performance is there, all that good stuff. So we'll cross all those bridges once we come to it. Looks like. Okay, I thought it was fueling it. It's not just yet. All right, let's clear that. Let's go ahead and get started with this bad boy here. Let's go to the init page. And we can just company request the flight plan. Going to be Delta 158 on the way over. Go ahead and insert that. What was that? Did it just print something? Whoa, it's printing something. Is this a load sheet? You just throw it away? I didn't even know what it printed. Maybe just after this prints out. That's pretty cool. 410 on the cruise. Everything looks good. Cleveland's our alternate today. Cleveland Browns, they stink. All right, departure runway. Let's see, out of Seattle, we're going to be going off of runway. Ada says they're using 34 right today. I think that's actually going to be good for us. Yeah, that's real close. We will definitely take runway 34 right on the Mountain 2 departure, it says. So 34 right, Mountain 2, which is going to be the Mountain 2. No transition. Looks like it's a vector SID. I think we actually got in trouble. I don't know if it was on this specific departure once, but we did get in trouble for this leaving Seattle one time for not following the SID right. So we'll definitely take a look at that. Going into Detroit, it's calling for runway 22 left, which is that fine? Let's take a look at it real fast. 22 left. Yep, that's perfectly fine. 12,000 foot runway. That'll be well good for us. 22 left. We'll hope to shoot the ILS if they have one. They do via. Let's just find a good via something nice and one of those early initial approach fixes. Macomb. Macomb is good. On the star, the Rickety 2. The Rickety 2. There it is right there. Rickety 2 from where is it? Huda. From Huda. So go ahead and put that in there. All right, insert all that good stuff into the flight plan. She goes. And that is pretty much that. So let's see, are we loading packs yet? Not really. We'll go ahead and switch that. Hit the B key for the local altimeter setting. Mountain 2 departure says climb maintain. Well, we got to be at about 4,000 by NAZUG. There's not really any top altitude on the SID, so we're just going to go ahead and bug up 41,000 feet. Flight level 410. We really don't need these integ lights at all. I don't think they're up here. I think they're all. I think that this bottom one controls everything now, I think, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Paint Racing, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. I seem to have trouble loading the 350 and it goes to the loading screen, it stays there. Do you know if there's anything I can do? It takes a long time. Are you giving it some time? Like, it even took me probably... It took, like, probably 10 minutes to load in while I was just sitting here. So yeah. Morning, neighbor. Demeli, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. I hope we're not neighbors. That'd be weird. No, I'm kidding. What is up, man? So we've got our flight plan all set up. Let's go back to the init page. Departure, I believe all that was set. Yep, nav aids are good. Fuel and load, this is the next thing that we need. Which we need to get it all from here. I guess, I mean, really, we can get it from... I don't think I can request this stuff right now. So, zero fuel weight is going to be 371. and really 371.9, so we'll just do 372 for that. Zero fuel weight CG, that really can only be answered over here. Zero fuel weight CG, we'll go somewhere right in the middle, 27-ish. 27. Block fuel, 57 for the block fuel. So we got all that good stuff set up there. Passengers, 276 packs we're expecting. I don't know where it's getting that big number, that big 300 something from over there, but oh well. I don't know what this little loop is either. We'll have to take a look at that. 10 minutes, I gave it an hour. Oh well, I'll try reinstalling it or something. Geez, yeah, I don't know, man. Make sure it's updated, I guess. Maybe a reinstall, and just maybe it does take that long. I mean, I don't know your computer, obviously, if your computer isn't very good, if it's a lower end system, which isn't a bad thing, but you know, if it just isn't as fast, then maybe it'll just take a little bit longer. Railroad pilot, you can't say airline, you say type rating. Just curious where your specialty lays. My specialty lies in the caravan, brother, so no type rating. We use the airline pilot thing pretty, how do you say, I don't know, just scarcely, I guess, is the right word, maybe. Humbly, maybe, is the right word. But, yeah, so, it's a 135 operation, so, I mean, I have experience, obviously, doing that type of stuff, but, yeah, no type rating just yet, but we're getting there. We are getting there. PC's rubbish? Okay, well, maybe you just need to give it more time then. Honestly, that might really just be the thing. So, alright, I don't know what is going on out here. Baggage loading is done. Do we have to wait to load the bags before we start loading people? The GSX is really something right now. Let's sync SimBrief up with this right now. Wind here. I think we should sync. There we go. 3021, all that good stuff. Everything looks good there. Compute, and then I think you can just send it to the FMS. Yes, perfect. Fair enough. Thank you very much. Let's find some Delta Ops. Yes, sir. Ooh, we're getting more printing. More stuff is printing. So 146, 148, 152 on the speeds. Everything's looking good there. Let's go. We'll put perf up over here, and I believe that is the end of the pre-flight. Boarding is completed. Okay, so all the passengers are just here, I guess. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to restart Kootal right now. Kootal, whatever, I don't know how to say it. We're going to set the fuel instant. Yeah. Okay, perfect. That loaded up everybody. That's awesome. All right, we've got our fuel. Let's go ahead and start up the APU. We don't really need to turn these on for the APU start, but we can, so let's go ahead and do it. We'll go outside and listen for it. Got the great sounds of the AnyBuilds A350 here. Get the hydraulics pumping. Oh, yeah. What's up? Welcome to the stream. That APU is humming out there, sounding real good for us. Okay, let's see. Are the charts? Is this Navigraph? In real life, no, but in the sim, yeah, we just... Oh wait, no, I don't think I ever streamed that. I did fly into the sim recently, but in real life, no. Hopefully soon, though. Okay, so wait, where's the pin charts then? Okay, cool. There we go. So that's going to be our taxi out today. Looking good right there. And we've got our, we can get our flight plan up down here. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. We'll take a look at the plan phase. And we'll take a look at the Mountain 2 departure, which I guess we can just do right here. So off runway 34 right, we are going to be a 341 heading to the radial 341. We'll make sure we have our VORs turned on. We don't need, it doesn't need to be that close. We don't need to do all that. We do need to get the TCAS turned on here shortly. We are going to get ready for pushback and departure. I don't know what's going on with this guy. Yeah, we've flown in Europe. We've flown into London Heathrow before. That has happened. 341 heading, nasal got over 4,000, then a right turn 071 radar vectors to the first fix, which for us is, I actually don't know, for us is, oh, it has us come back to the Seattle VOR. That's why. The first fix is Zadon. Does it say we have to go back to the VOR?
Hello, Captain.
No, we have to just intercept the 341 radial, so we don't actually have to come back to the VOR. So we won't actually do that. Yeah, we're not actually going to go ahead and do all that. Oh, did it WASM crash on us here? I hope not. I don't think so, right? We wouldn't be able to move anything or do anything.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Yeah, anybody have any ideas what's going on with the screen here? I have no idea, genuinely here. We're going to get the beacon light on. We'll press forward.
Locking gear.
Go disconnect the GPU, that'd be cool. Oh wait, actually we don't have the bleed on. Let's see. Alright. Can't disconnect it, I guess, so we'll just see what happens. Terminal chart. Alright, let's see what that has for us. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here with this. We do need to put our TCAS. Okay. Look at it. Yeah, I do want to do this real fast. Yeah, it's good.
Release parking brakes, please.
Let's go ahead and do that for them.
Commencing push.
Oh, okay.
Clear. Start at will.
So something happened here. I don't think it's a WASM crash. Low 350, if you got a type rating, what would it be? Man. Whatever gets me a job flying in aviation. Whatever gets me the next step. Right now, it's probably going to be the Embraer. Yeah, it looks like it's like trying to type somewhere or something is what it's... Let's go ahead and start an engine up and see what happens here. It's like these screens are just frozen, like there are PFDs and stuff. That's the only thing that's like actually frozen. Man. Jeez, dude. Okay. Yeah, I just don't know. Escape. Man, this sucks. Like, you just... Let's see, is it even gonna start? No, I guess the engine isn't even gonna start, huh? Wow. Okay. Wow.
Please set parking brake. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start. Unlocking gear.
So... Yeah, I think it did. I guess, let me see if I turn the landing lights on. Does that actually do anything? No. Okay. So I think it wasn't crashed is what happened. So, all right, we're going to restart and put the 350 to bed. That's really frustrating, man. I mean, the first time. All right, we're going on the fly here, changing up the stream once again. We'll stay in Airbus. What do you guys want to see? The 320? How about that? How about the 320? 321? What do you think about the 321? Let's check out flight radar. We'll check some departures. We'll do a little bit of a shorter flight since that ate up some time. No, yeah, that's any builds. That's the 350, man. It's freaking just a disaster. I feel like most of the time here, but yeah. Mr. Emirates wanted some Delta ops, so we can stick in the Delta on the Delta side of things here. We're already all loaded up for it anyway. Let's see, what do we got? Can edit this flight. Seattle. Do we want to go from Seattle? Anybody else got any other suggestions? I've been wanting to fly the Max lately. We could hop in the Max. I wanted to do Delta for Mr. Emirates, but he's not here. Let's see. What's the flight time to LAX? 2.5 hours. That's not too bad. Let's do a 321. You know what? We are going to stick in the 320, but I think we're going to switch it up. I'd like to go with some Allegiant ops. Let's go to Vegas. Let's take a look at Las Vegas here. Allegiant to Appleton. Let's see. That's a long flight. Let's see what else we got from Allegiant. Medford? Where is Medford? Is that I feel like that's in Oregon or something. Medford. Oh, no, it's a long flight. Or MFR? Wait, hang on. Two hours. I think it is up there in Oregon. Let's do it. Let's go to Medford. Why not? What do you guys say? Flight 38. All right, interesting. Allegiant 38. AY 38. And we're going to be in a 319. Ripping up to Medford, Oregon, I do believe. It should be the CFM. First of all, we're going to go to KLAS. Sorry about this, guys. Like I said, man, just really, really frustrated. This has been like the story of my life with these last few streams, I feel like. Is just always something. We'll just see which one I have an Allegiant library for. Okay, perfect. Oh, we got the Raiders library. We can go Raiders or the Vegas Golden Knights. Let's go with the Raiders library. We'll leave. Let's see if we can find an Allegiant somewhere down here. Southwest. I don't know what gates they use. Oh, wait, it looks like Allegiant right there. Yeah, I think these are... That's definitely Allegiant. Let's go Bravo 1. All right, Allegiant 38 going from Vegas to Medford, Oregon. We're going to have to redo everything here, redo all the stream. Trusty FENIX. I guess. FENIX kind of cooked us in 2024, but that's a 2024 thing probably. Vegas to Medford. There we go. That's changed, and we are going to change this and also have to make a new thumbnail. FENIX 319, we're going to be... Oh, boy. Allegiant Ops, and we are going from Vegas to MFR, is what it's called. Alright, the only thing that needs to change is the thumbnail, which I'll work on getting that changed once we get some, we'll get some screenshots of the Allegiant here and go from there, guys. Alright. Now it's gonna, is it up there? It didn't look like it. Didn't look like it opened FENIX. Okay, here we go, it's opening. We work on the fly here, you know, we make changes on the fly. That's what we do around here. Alright, we're just waiting on this to load up here. We got the Raiders livery. Got all of our lights on. Just until, there we go, now it loaded up. Raider Nation. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and we got the batteries on already. Wow, it's bouncing up and down. I think last time we did this in 24 and this, the EFB was what was not working. So we'll see. We're just gonna, give me a second here. Ground services, weight and balance. We're gonna go ahead and load up the aircraft with, we're just gonna do, let me just do instant, honestly, because I just don't really want to mess around with it. You never know. Now we're cruising at 38,000 feet, 106 people coming with us. We're going to send that those finished numbers to the McDo, and we are going to start loading up the FMC, which we can't yet because we don't have any power. We have the batteries on now. Navs can go to a line. We're going to skip the GPU and we're going to go right into the APU. So we're going to go ahead and get that started. And since we have no power in here anyways, we'll go outside and listen to this again. Second APU start of the day. You guys are just so lucky. We do have the Las Vegas scenery. I think it's Fly Tampa has the scenery here in Vegas. So we do have that with us today. AP taking its grand old time. Alright, starting to see some life up in here. I guess first thing we can do here is we're going to be on the Joker 5, flight level 190's top altitude on the SID. We can go ahead and set that up right now. And then everything else in the overhead is fine for now. We get the APU bleed on, we can get the fuel pumps on. And then all we need to do is just wait for FMC to come up and we can go ahead and click on that and start doing our, there it is right there. Start doing our pre-flight preparation. In a page request. And we'll go ahead and type in our flight number, Alpha Alpha Yankee 38. Legion Flight 38. Nope, that was wrong. There we go. Cost index, we're going to 99 it. We're going to speed on over there and flight level 380 on the cruise. IRS in it, align on ref. And we'll go ahead and we've got our flight plan pulled up there just like that. And let's see, we got more than 7 minutes for the align time. So I don't know if there's, I don't, does anybody know in the FENIX where that is, where we can speed that up? I don't know. That's all right. Okay, out of Vegas. Let's see what runways they're departing from here. They are departing no... oh, yeah, there's one left and one right are the departure runways, which we'll take runway 1 right for us there. On the Joker 5 departure, Keno transition, and we'll go ahead and send that through. Going into Medford, I guess we can go ahead and... It doesn't have an arrival or anything. We can go ahead and pick an approach right now. Runway 14 it wants us going on. It's only one runway there. So we'll go ahead with runway 14. Let's see if there's... Do we have... It has an ILS. Great. Let's do an ILS. We got the ILS 14 going into Medford. We'll go ahead and we'll take a VIA from that. Maybe Sammy if it's available. Yep, perfect. Great. Okay, go back. Insert that. We got all that stuff loaded up. Let's go ahead and send that to the McDo just another time, just in case it didn't work the first time. Sync the weather, sync the load sheet, sync the weather, sync the weather. Okay. Weather here in Vegas is METAR wind 060 at 6. Temperature is 24. Okay, altimeter is 2998. Okay, calculate that please. Send it to the McDo, and we'll go ahead and verify all this in here. So we got the flight plan. RadNav is fine for now. Prague, we don't need that right now. The perf page looks good. 137, 137, 141, flaps 1, 64 degrees. Fuel is fine. Secondary, copy the active. Init page. Let's go to Init B, make sure everything's all loaded up there. It is. So we're all good to go there. 4 minutes left to go on the IRSs. We'll turn the constraints on. Why is it standard altimeter setting? Oh, is it because these aren't aligned yet? Is that why it wouldn't sync? Not that it would do anything. All right, anyway. Taking a look at the Joker 5 departure, it's going to be off runway 1 right. 014 heading to 2682, left turn to Bessie at about 5,000 feet, which we see there. So 162 to Bessie, and then Hurley, Quinn. Rock at about 13,000, and then on to Joker. And then we're pretty much not free of the departure just yet. Once we hit Keno, then we're technically off the departure, and then we're on into Medford. Thinking of doing a flight, but not sure where to. Hey man, if you want to come on down to Medford, Oregon with us, feel free. We got 3 minutes to go on the IRSs. Now this looks like odd. I guess that's like, see, it says it's low. I mean, I guess that's where it should be. Get the VORs on here, and we're just pretty much playing the waiting game. So we'll go ahead and just do that. Why does it sound like the APU starter is still on? Oh. I think that's just the fan blade spinning. They don't look like they're spinning that fast. Interesting, I don't know. 2 minutes. I don't know if it's ready for pushback and departure just yet. All right, looks like our IRS is kind of coming up here. So give me 1 minute. We will start preparing for pushback and departure here. I will do that. I guess. We're going to go ahead and prepare for pushback and departure. And I'll go ahead and get the beacon light on, which should start some sequencing of the trucks and things leaving. No.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
All right. Just give me 1 second. I'll be right back up here.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
All right. I'm gonna try the 350. Hope it works. I do some Emirates ops. Nice. Are you 2024 guy or 2020? I don't know. It's weird. I just updated it too. I like literally updated it last night. So I don't know, man. .2020 PC's too bad for 24. Fair enough. I'll go quick edit the pushback. That looks good to me.
Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes released. You are free to push.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Start number 1. The beautiful Vegas Strip in the background.
Set parking brakes.
All right, parking brakes are set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
We've got a good engine start. You can get out of
We
here.
have a good engine start.
Avail on
You
engine
can
number 1.
disconnect.
Let's turn 2.
Unlocking gear.
Usually I try to get closer for these starts, but the Vegas Strip just looks so good back there. Gotta love Vegas. That's right, man. No, I've never been either, but definitely looks cool.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Well, it's definitely gonna be our first time going up
Left is
to
clear.
Medford, so
Right is
this will be fun, I guess. Got a Avail light on engine number 2. Let's go ahead and go flaps to 1. Auto brake can come there. Ignition can come off. I'm sorry, auto brakes to max. There, we'll go to the taxi light on, and we could set up the predicted wind shear. Wind shear. And all that stuff looks good. We can go take off config. We just got to check with the cabin, and we can start rolling out of here. Yeah, no. We're more than good to go here. All right, we're going to come out on number 17 here, which should be kind of straight down the line. This looks maybe a little bit better from here, I feel like, than our old view that we had there. We're gonna set this up as the main view. Maybe a little more like this. We'll make a left turn on Golf. Or I guess it'll be Whiskey. I guess. No, I think it is Golf. It'll be a left turn on Golf and then a right turn on Whiskey once we get down there a little bit. Obi-Wan, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Are we on VATSIM today? As of right now, no. I mean, we're going to Medford, Oregon, so there's definitely not going to be any ATC there. And then also, I don't think there was any ATC on coming out of here, so decided against the VATSIM today. That's pretty cool, actually. It looks like you can tell when you're in a right turn, like the plane leaned to the left a little bit, like when you're going a little bit too fast around a turn, maybe. That was actually pretty cool. I was like, because whenever I did that, I was like, I low-key felt like I leaned a little bit. That was wild. Okay, we'll make a left on Delta next. So Allegiant has a pretty interesting business model. It's pretty similar. It's basically a bigger version of the company that I'm working at now with the Caravan. They basically, you go to these hubs, basically these big airports, and then you connect them to smaller places like Medford, Oregon, and tiny little airports like that, places that normally maybe wouldn't have commercial service. And usually I learned too, other than like Vegas, and I don't know what their other hubs are, but Vegas is probably their biggest hub, but it's also like their biggest hub. Like they typically don't fly into the Vegases and the LAXs and places like that. I mean, obviously they do Vegas, but like they have little hubs in places like Sanford, Florida, and like Pittsburgh, and like places like airports they can kind of dominate. So it's pretty interesting the things that they do as we cross an active runway, but we don't really care because we're not on VATSIM. We're in the 319 today, the Raiders livery, and this is our runway, guys. So let's go ahead and let's get some togas in the chat as we get ready to blast on out of Las Vegas. Always love this departure here, and I think it's a left turn out as well, which is even better. Yeah, right over the strip. Well, maybe we'll keep it lower than we should, maybe, and get a nice turn right over the strip like we talked about. There it is. Beautiful Vegas skyline. Let's get it going here, boys. Spool them up. 50. Stable. And Manflex 64 SRS climb and nav. That sounds really, those engines are really good. Thrust levers are set. Thank you. Coming through 80 knots. V1 and rotate. Oh yeah, wow. Those sounds are crazy. Positive rig gears coming up, outside view. Oh yeah. There we go. Alright, we can make our left turn. We're gonna crank and bank it over the Vegas Strip here. Let's go flaps up and lever climb. We can bring it back. There's the sphere. We did bring it back to climb thrust. It really didn't make a difference. Oh yeah. Raiders Stadium out there. Allegiant Stadium, I believe it's called, actually. All right, Pilot Luke, after takeoff flow, should have done this a little while ago, but I believe we get those lights off and disarm the spoilers. Sounds great. They must have really done some revamping on the sounds. Those engines sound really good, and the rotation with the gear kind of spinning like that, the vibrations sounded good. It sounded really, really good. And we'll be straight out for a while here. We can go ahead with the autopilot on. We can go ahead and set flight level 380 for our cruising altitude. And coming up on 10,000 feet, we'll go ahead and get all of our lights off. And seatbelt signs will stay on for now. So that's pretty much it. An hour and a half en route, bringing in 106 people with us to Medford, Oregon. That was a beautiful departure. Alright, I'm remaking the thumbnail real fast. Oh shoot. I don't think I'll be able to customize the thumbnail until afterwards. What hardware do you use? Do exclamation point specs in the chat and it should tell you everything. In terms of flight sim hardware, I have a, here's a little ad for you. I have the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, the Honeycomb, what is it, Alpha Yoke or whatever it is, the old one. And I have some ProDesk Sim throttle quadrant add-ons, which really bring the Bravo throttle quadrant to life. I've got the Airbus add-ons right now. I have the other Boeing ones, so I have a 737 and 777, 787 as well. So if you want to check out some of the Flight Sim, ProDesk Sim products, check the link in the description. But other than that, for my actual PC, do exclamation point specs in the chat. Oh, dude. Windwing is changing the game, bro. They really are. Windwing is doing some crazy stuff. But yeah, it's great, man. I want to get the host of Windwing products. I would love to do that. Okay, here we go. All right, 318,000, we'll go ahead and set standard altimeters. And just changed the stream around, so hopefully that works. All right, there we go. Looking good for our flight on out of here. And while we're here, we'll go ahead and run through the verse of the day as well. We are currently doing motorsport because of all the hardware. Mostly from One Wing is changing me. It makes me want to do aviation school. Oh, okay, all right. Are you overseas or are you in the United States? In the UK? Well, I mean, I don't know exactly how flight training is for you guys, but I mean, I've honestly considered getting my EASA or whatever your guys' FAA is, or however that works with your like ratings, and transferring my stuff and coming and getting work over there, because you guys are actually hiring pilots right now. So yeah, man, I would do it if I were you. Beautiful mountains. So we've got Romans chapter 8 verse 11. If the spirit of him who raised Jesus from the dead dwells in you, he who raised Christ Jesus from the dead will also give life to your mortal bodies through the spirit who dwells in you. So looking at this verse, it's just talking about how the same spirit that raised Jesus from the dead after being dead for 3 days and coming back to life again on the third day, that same spirit that raised Jesus from the dead, when you trust in Christ, is the same spirit that lives in you. And through that same spirit, he gives our mortal bodies life through the spirit that dwells in us. So that's saying, again, through the same spirit that raised Jesus from the dead, that same spirit lives within us, and when we accept Jesus into our hearts, gives us life to go on either into the next life or, in heaven with him, and just to fight our battles here on earth as well. We can call on that power from the Holy Spirit. So, again, man, the Holy Spirit is it's your sword, it's your weapon, against evil, against the devil, against sin. And it's, again, the same spirit that raised Jesus from the dead. So, yeah, man, like I said, put your faith and trust in him, and you can have that same power and that same spirit. Payne Ray said, in motorsport, British drivers are some of the best. I've heard similar things about pilots, but obviously I don't have any experience with real-world pilots, so I can't really judge. That's fair. Yeah, man, I mean, if you like motorsport, go for it. Whatever you're most passionate about, really. Whatever you're most passionate about is what you're going to chase the hardest, and that's what, it'll make it easier for you. Not sure what to do with my life. 19, I have no clue. Aviation's talking to me though. Yeah, man, that's fair. And you know, you don't have to know. You don't have to have everything together. Certainly not at 19. But I will say, man, don't aviation is the earlier you get in it, the better, right? That's all I can really say about it. The earlier you get into it, the better. You know, you don't want to be the guy who's... Yeah, I mean, there's no problem with it, you know, if it's a change of heart later in life and whatnot, but, like, you know, you don't want to necessarily be the guy who is, you know, in his 30s, you know, just getting into aviation. Or even, you know, late 20s. You know, like I said, just the earlier the better. So definitely just be thinking about it, you know, and take your time. But, you know, a decision sooner rather than later will pay dividends in the back end of your career in aviation. So yeah, man, for sure. I don't know anything about motorsports either. I'm sure it's just like any other sport, though, where if you want it, just you have to give your all to it and work hard at it, and go from there. So need money, cash is king. Yeah, well, same thing with aviation as well. So, you know, unfortunately, don't get away from that. Yeah, unfortunately, you don't get away from the whole money is king thing, but... Yeah, what Windwing's doing just looks so crazy, dude. Like, it's so sick. Oh my gosh. Sounds like we're leveling off at our cruising altitude. Let's go ahead and get off our seatbelt signs. And we're looking good on our way to Medford. Maybe go in here real fast, take a look at the Prague page, Optimus 380, so that's good. We're going to Kilo Mike Fox Romeo Airport, and that is Kilo Mike Fox Romeo Airport, and that's 411 miles out. So we've got some time here to just kick it and hang out. Oh, the 350 just crashed my game backup plan. Try and learn the 789. Always been an Airbus lover. Never ever flown a Boeing. Yeah, man, dude. The 787 is really good. And I was considering actually when the Airbus crashed, the 350 crashed on us. I was thinking about hopping in the 787. It's been a minute since we've flown that thing. I've been itching to do that. The 789 is a great plane, and Horizon did a great job with that. So it won't crash on you. It won't crash on you. I do like the Dreamliner, just never flown it. Gonna try it though. Yeah, man, give it a shot. I've got some videos on my channel where we fly it, so if you have any questions, you can always refer to those if you need to. Sounds good, man. Much appreciated. What do you guys think of the Any Builds A340? Haven't tried it, however, the 340 hasn't really stood out to me that much before, so yeah, it's fair. It's kind of, I think it's not one of those planes that stands out, but I don't know. I've been thinking I've wanted one in the sim for a while, so it'll be good to have it here. Limp Rocketeer, he said, you know what I think, a lurk from Limp, but he's back too, man. We're back, he's back. Limp hates it, dude, and he was probably so mad. Limp, was that, yeah, it was definitely you. That was your fault that that the 350 crashed, huh? That was all you, I bet. You dirty bugger. What's going on, Limp? Why is it just acting like this problem doesn't exist? Wait. Not much, brother. Doing the flight from Denver to Memphis. Nice. Is that a, are you doing a, Slammer Air flight? Limp, is that a Slammer Air flight, Limp? No, you're good. Dude, you know what? I was thinking about doing a slammer flight too for the first flight back, and I should have. We're gonna be streaming all week this week, so I'll definitely get back to some slammer air flights. Maybe we'll set up a little group slammer air flight, huh? Okay, sounds good. We'll think about maybe tomorrow. Just me if you ever don't have me flying up there in that northeast. It's not even snowing yet, Limp. You'd be fine up here in the northeast, dude. I need to get used to the CDU. It's so confusing. Oh yeah, you're not. Well, especially the 787 is a pretty confusing one, especially even for a Boeing. Depends on which 787 you're flying, but the other CDUs need some improvement. Yeah, it's Horizon. So I mean, Horizon's pretty all right. I mean, yeah, for free. You are oddly picky. You're flying the fly-by-wire 320. Really? In Slammer Air? Didn't even know we had one of those. You're not doing Slammer. Had to take the Boeing yoke off because I had some work to do on your desk. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. Oh my gosh. I think I got it. Limp. It's funny how that yoke will make it hard to type it. Very hard to type at times. Yeah, I know. I'm literally leaning on mine as I'm doing these math problems. Limp, you're here. You're witnessing me figure out something that I've never been able to figure out before. So I hope you should feel very special right now. 6. Oh my gosh. I think I just got 5 out of 5 on that. B, C, B. Lithona! Shout out. Thanks, man, for becoming a member. Really appreciate you, dude. Welcome to the gang. What you got going on? Studying for a math test. Shout out Lithona, man. Let's see, where's our top of descent? We should be getting kind of close. 172 to go. I do want to just get rid of this discontinuity and just connect. That. 170. So we are getting there. All right, well, I'll definitely take that. That's all right. The Raiders. They stunk yesterday. Mr. Emirates, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today, sir? Doing good, man. We tried to do your Delta ops today, but the 350 crashed on us, so couldn't do it, man. We tried, though. No worries, man. The stupid 350. I just updated it and everything. I was all excited to fly it, man, but $110 getting close to doing our descent preps here. Getting close. right, let's go ahead and start some descent prep. It's going to start getting angry with us. We'll go ahead and start looking up Medford, Oregon weather. 150 at 17, gusting 26. Our option with going with runway 14 is looking even better now. 150 at 15, or 17, sorry. Temperature is 25. And yeah, altimeter setting 295. Minimums are going to be, it's a beautiful clear day, so we're not going to have to worry about these, but 1503 on the mins today. And yeah, everything looks good. We're probably just going to go ahead and enter in after, let's see, one of our last fixes here is the Lima Mike Tango Airport. So after the Lima Mike Tango Airport, we're going to kind of, I mean, we probably will actually just do that because that's a long way. So we'll probably just do that, maybe end up turning it into kind of a downwind. We'll set 7,000 feet for our altitude at Sammy and kind of go from there. We could take a look at the landing data. Runway 14 weather, METAR. Nope, it's just not working for us. 150 at 17. Okay. 150 at 17. Temperature was 25. No, that's not it. And what is it, 29 or 9 or 5 or 7 or something like that? Close enough. Landing weight will be something in the realm of... I don't know, we'll call it 110. I think they just released a fix for the weather not working. Oh, is this a thing? I didn't realize that. We'll do medium auto brake. It's a long runway, 8,800 feet for us, so we should be able to get off in the middle somewhere and right there by the terminal. So we'll go ahead and set up medium auto brakes. There we go. Okay, so well, at least it's a thing that the weather isn't working. I figured it would just be me or something. So that's good to know. I'll check for updates afterwards. So if you go to the Discord, it's something downstream that they broke. They had deployed a fix for. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, that is definitely good to know. Good to know, Lithona. Good to know. How are we looking here? Just over 20 miles to go till top of drop for us. Skip 9 into Medford, Oregon. I got no idea about anything about Medford, Oregon. It's definitely a high terrain airport. Got all kinds of stuff going on down there. Minimum safe altitude coming from the east like us is 10,700. Have our work cut out for us with the crosswind and everything. It'll definitely be an interesting approach. And it is about that time. Let's go ahead and hit our top of descent here and start screaming on down in for Medford. All right, so we are inbound now to our initial approach fix of Sammy. I'll probably take it by the time we get there and make it a little bit of a downwind, or maybe even kind of cut it into a base. We'll see. We're screaming down. Couldn't put those seatbelt signs back on. What do we have out here? Looks like Mount Harriman. Right out there. Might be a little farther out than it seems. Could be Mount McLaughlin. I don't know. That might be a little far. Definitely not Mount Harriman. I'm trying to see what mount this one is. Maybe it's Mount Brown Mountain? Maybe? No. Dang it. Sorry. You're welcome, Miss Flight Attendant. Those engines are sounding crazy right now. I don't know, maybe that is Mount McLaughlin. Yeah, I think that's Mount McLaughlin. I do believe that's what that is. That's my final guess, final answer. All right, we're 318,000, 3,000 on the altimeter setting, I guess it is now. We're gonna take the heading here. We're gonna fly a heading of like 300 for now, and we will also be repping the terrain radar on the way in. We'll get LS mode up and running, and we are still open descent now, just kind of ripping on down, looking for 7,000 feet. Airport should be somewhere out there. I guess that's probably the town, the lovely town of Medford. Right there. Allegiant bringing our daily service in a good old Medford. I don't know, Limp. We might have to run up the Learjet as well soon. I've really been missing the Lear. I've heard they got a nice sound update too. Justin, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Flying into Medford, Oregon today with good old Allegiant. Hey, man, if you guys are new around here, be sure to like and subscribe on your way out. Appreciate all you guys being here today. And like I said, this is going to... This is going to be our only flight. Oh, you like Medford, Oregon? What you know about Medford, Oregon, Justin? Oh, okay. Well, we got the 319 today. The beautiful Allegiant 319 Raider Nation. Yeah, we were going to fly the 350 today, but that ended up falling through on us, so to Limp's delight. I think it's 250 heading for now. Maybe. Well, arm approach mode in case it does decide to catch a little early. I like 260 actually. That's a little bit better for us, I think, here. Maybe slow it up to 220 as well as we kind of get a little bit closer. Let's go vertical speed so we can keep this coming down. .319 is an old bird. Or do you mean the Raider livery in particular? Looks good. It's gonna be gusty coming in here, and we struggle enough with hitting landings in this thing, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's maybe square this thing up here. Maybe turn it to like a 220. What is that? Is that at or above 6,700? Oh, localizer and glide slope just captured. That's actually crazy. That's a crazy capture right there, I'm not gonna lie. Missed approach altitude, then we can go ahead and set, which will be 6,600 it looks like, so we'll go ahead and set that up just in case we do have to go missed. Depends, Justin, but go ahead. Maybe slow it up to like 180, start trying to do here. We're gonna go to flaps 1, which is just slats. So we actually ended up kind of getting back on profile and everything here for landing, so that was nice. I'm gonna give the speed back. If it starts getting really slow, I will I'll catch it at about 180 again. But for right now, it can have the speed. It's behaving itself, and we're gonna start slowing down too now that we're pitching up a little bit. You're my favorite person to watch. Hey, appreciate it, Justin. Thank you, man. Well, we're back. Lucky for you, lucky for everybody here, man. We're going all week this week. We are so back. Had to take a little bit of a break and lock in for some real world stuff, some real life stuff. But that all essentially ends tomorrow for the time being. And so, wow, it is really bumpy coming over these mountains right now. And we are back for the whole week this week. Maybe not Friday. We'll see. 50-50 on Friday. Might be able to sneak one in the morning. But, yeah, we are so freaking back, dude. All week, man. All week. Probably going to be tomorrow, like, afternoon/evening for tomorrow's stream. But, yeah, it is going to be all week. We are going to be streaming. Let's go ahead and go gear down for some help slowing down. Osage is our final approach fix, which is that one right there. So yeah, man, we're going to be streaming all week, so I hope you guys are ready for that. Once you get in that flap range, we're going to go to flaps 2. I'm going to arm speed brakes. Say we got clear to land. Man, I'd love to be able to get flaps 2 out right now. Let's do it, flaps 2. Oh, that was flaps 3. She's a slippery gal. Does not want to slow down for us. Flaps 3. I'm grounded right now, so I'll see if I can still watch. Not on my phone, on my TV. Well, listen. I'm not going to condone disobeying your parents, and while you're grounded, you shouldn't be on your phone or anything, but I'm going to leave it at that. All right, landing rates in the chat. We do have our new Sky landing rate monitor on. So let's do it. Let's go ahead and click the autopilot off. I'm going to try being a little gentler with the side stick, even whenever it's bumpy like this and stuff like that. Just really small inputs and just kind of let it do its thing. Because I was just doing some, I don't know, I guess not really reading, but negative 198, 1.2 G, says Obi-Wan. All right. Dang, those engines sound crazy, bro. Been reading about the learning, I guess I should say, about that Airbus side stick a little bit more, and it says that you just really tell it what you like. You tell it the direction you want it to go, and kind of just leave it. It's like you shouldn't really be like jostling with it a ton on approach. Like, it's very just small little like corrections and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll see. We all know how this is gonna end up. Oh, a little bit of lag there. It's all right. Dang, definitely gusty like crazy though. 500. Engines are working hard. Correcting. Did feel like kind of dropped out of nowhere on us there.
50, 40, 30,
Oh, we're getting floaty.
20, retard.
Oh, baby. Yeah, I saw that coming. 390 just dropped on us. Floated or flared way too high. Flared way too high, lost all the energy, dropped out on us. That's what you get right there, so that's on me. That's pilot error right there. I like this. I like the support, Obi-Wan, but we all knew how that was going to go. 9.8 out of 10. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think so as well. I love the like turning physics too now, though. That was pilot error, man. First one in a while. First one in a while, man. I'll put it on that. What's up, Justin? All right, we'll go ahead and get the flaps up, and spoilers can come down as well. Welcome to Medford. These people are never going to fly Allegiant again after that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew.
319 from Durham to Tampa? Nice.
However, we are
Little Charlotte ops? Or American ops, I mean. Welcome back, you just missed the slammer. If you can call it a landing. Your landing will probably be worse. We'll see, man. I would never wish that on anybody. And we'll start up the APU. There we go. Terminal's down this way. Oh, Delta? Alright, word.
Pleasure.
9.8 Gs in FAT in the sim before without blacking out. Nice, man. Well, I hope you wouldn't black out in real life for something you do in the sim. That would be ridiculous. I guess this is it right here. Our one gate. Oh yeah, you've been using a pilot's life? That's a great add-on, dude. How you liking it? It's a great add-on. Oh shoot, I couldn't see the other lines. I was just lining up with this one. Alright, we'll go ahead and stop it there. Taxi light can go ahead and come off. AP bleed can come on. Go ahead and set the parking brake. Kill the engines. Shut that off. Forward cabin door, they're already getting to work down there. Go ahead and turn those off, I guess. Request deboarding, yes. Well, look, I was aiming for those two lines. That's a pretty money park job if that's what I was aiming for. I think I was aiming for the wrong thing, but you know, we'll take it. Alright guys, that's pretty much going to do it here for Allegiant Ops heading into Medford, Oregon. Obi-Wan said, loving it, definitely find more interesting routes to fly. Got hired from Delta, from Air Nelson in New Zealand. Nice, dude. Yeah, that's so much fun starting off like that, being able to just kind of taking those jobs as they come. Those are a lot of fun, man. So, yeah, guys, like I said, we'll be back all week streaming afternoon or evening tomorrow. Probably going to try to organize a little group flight on Slammer Air. So if you're interested in joining Slammer Air, which is our virtual airline here, link is in the description for that. And you got to get the new Sky launcher. But other than that, guys, we'll talk to you all tomorrow. Appreciate everybody sticking around. Shout out to our newest member, Lithona. Appreciate you, man. Like and subscribe if you guys haven't already, if you're new. Really appreciate all you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.